Hi everyone, welcome to day 17. Knowing integration. So today it's the latest that I've come on live. So welcome to 108 days of initiation with me, Sarah. I have dedicated myself to go live 108 days in a row in order to really initiate a new timeline for myself, and also to share how I create the new timeline and how I have changed my life so drastically. And I'm showcasing the way that I have been creating the body connection that I have. And through that body connection, I have changed my life. So I have devoted myself to go live 108 days in a row, no matter what. And today is the most difficult day, I have to say. And we talked about, how we maintain our intention of change or where we want to go. How do we keep that very stable? So that is why I committed to 108 days. And that is why today is, we knew that it would go up and down and that things would happen. And, we all have lives. So life is not a straight line. So things happen. And as I shared the other day, we had a loss of a community member. And there has been this whole hullabaloo with being very close to that experience. There's been, the whole village has been here. There's been monks here multiple times, and there's different ceremonies, and there's a lot of, family coming in. So today was the cremation, because we are in Thailand, Northern Thailand. It's Buddhist. So you have these official cremation grounds in every village. So we've been there today, and that is a very strong experience. So my first thought was to do death and rebirth, the death and rebirth topic, but I am so affected today, so I just have no juice doing that. And what's happening with me is, of course, there's the loss itself. There's this, the reality just gets very shaken, and the physical body and the emotional body and the nervous system and the mind and belief system and everything, when you experience it so close, then we are such empathic beings. We are so deeply connected to each other, so we get very affected. It's this mortality. It's like it strikes the whole system that, okay, I'm mortal, this is temporary. So there's a lot that comes with that. And then it's everyone's emotions and the energies and all of this. So I'm feeling that there's a huge timeline shift, and we've been feeling that even before this event. So my body is experiencing this, but it's not hard in that sense. It's been I'm very grateful for the experience. I'm very grateful for how, if it's going to happen, that it's this way that it happens. And it's very different from how we experience when people leave us in the West. They are much more relaxed here, and they are happy, and it's not a doomsday event at all. It's an extremely beautiful celebration, which makes it very light in that sense. But then there's the energy in it is also, enormous when there's many monks in a in a room with people and the chanting and it's just so powerful, so powerful. So there's so many more steps of experience for the body in this process of letting go, which is unbelievable, really. But so something's happening with my nervous system, and that is that it's really coming down into a grounded and safe state. I'm reaching a level of body connection and relaxation that I haven't done in a very, very, very long time. So there's this discharge of energy through this whole process. So I can really, really see how they create this energetically, because there is a letting go at the end that is just very strong. I feel it so strong in my body. So when we came back, I really deliberately fell asleep. Well, I was so tired, but I could have, forced myself to stay awake, but I decided to fall asleep, because I knew that, okay, it's going to be one of those, I mean, you can look at me, I'm still not awake. It's just the body doesn't want to, when you sleep and you feel like you're hung over when you wake up, and it's just this, it feels like you could sleep forever. That type of sleep resets something. So that's a good type of sleep. So I knew that was what I was going into today, after when I felt this enormous tiredness. It was just like sinking. I was just pulled through the ground and fell asleep. And I just knew, like, okay, this is going to be deep. And I woke up and I was just, oh. So I know that with this comes a shift in the body. So something is being reset somehow. And I was thinking not to mention that, you just mentioned that it's been a lot, and but I want to use this as a reference point, like that I can show you, like, oh, you remember I spoke about this? Yeah, that's when it's like I want to give you, because I believe that I want to be able to reference back to this point as a shift. If I really believe that. It's like a knowing that I have. So this will be a short one. And lifting the veil of the knowing. So the knowing is really to withstand other people's truths, which can also be harmful truths. So that it's really about being able to stand up for one's truth. That becomes a knowing, that we know that this is, I know because I know because I know. And it doesn't have to be realistic proof to know. It doesn't have to make any sense. A lot of times when you want to really create a new shift for yourself, we have to realize that if we don't allow the unrealistic things to happen, then how are things going to happen? So it's like, how are we going to allow something extraordinary to happen if we can't even allow things to happen outside of our reality? And that is the point, to open yourself up, to be receptive for new experiences, because our lives are created through like a little small, like we're shrinking the world. We believe that things can only happen to other people. I'm not capable enough. I'm not strong enough. I'm not good enough. That those things never happen to people like me. That can never, just because you haven't seen it, just because it's not part of your reality, it doesn't mean it's not true. So we can make jumps and leaps at any point through the skill that we can learn through our bodies. So today is going to be more just body connection. So if I tune in, there's just stillness inside. It's like I return to this silence. And there's been so many people here. It's been so much going on. And now it's just quiet. Like everyone went home. So we're in that phase. So now there's a new phase that starts. So there's this death and rebirth cycle. And I think it's the new moon today. Okay. So let's set a new moon intention together before I go back into hibernation. So no matter if you're sitting still or chilling or driving or walking somewhere, traveling somewhere, even if you can't close your eyes, I'm going to close my eyes. If you can do that. And as we are beginning this journey together on the 108 days, it's been 17 so far. So on the new moon, we anchor in the new intention. So we can start to solidify the insights, the knowing from yesterday's practice. And even if you're not listening to this on this day, what is it, the 18th of January today? You can still set the intention and come back to the intention. The point is to bring in the reality of the future as a feeling inside of your body. So when the body is already feeling the future that is coming, then that's when you pull it in faster. The new future or the new reality shows up as frequency first. So when you start to recalibrate your whole system with the new reality, that's when you can start to feel that shifts are happening in real time. And to be able to feel, we need to deeply regulate our nervous systems. So we cannot heal faster than our nervous system regulates. They go directly hand in hand. That is why we need to come back to the body over and over again. And be able to stand in the fire of truth and meet whatever sensation of reality is available today, in this moment, and help the body to alchemize that to increase the digestive fire, to help the body to process being alive, just the stress of being alive, and then add all the other experiences that we have on top. So it's the capacity to alchemize life in real time. That is when you are at your highest level of manifestation, is when you can effortlessly alchemize the stress that you're experiencing from high pressure situations in real time. And you alchemize that energy that otherwise we store in the body in different ways, and becomes resistance because the body doesn't want to experience it. So it will protect itself at any cost. So we have to train the whole being for wider experiences. And that becomes like a knowing in the whole system. And it's the level of knowing is helping us to discern what is actually real in life and what is others and their other truths that might not harmonize with ourselves. You can just solidify the intention in your notebook if you would like. If you feel like you would like to anchor it in deeper. My body is telling me that I should finish this session now. So I'm going to listen to that. So this is a bit different energy today. So I'm doing this also to be fully transparent with you guys, to help understand that life is going to happen. And it might be that. So what I don't want is life to throw me completely off my tracks, to really show up no matter what and build my capacity of that being seen and being vulnerable and being real, being honest, being authentic. And if I'm going to teach people how to do that and be that, then if I don't do it myself, then what is that really? So that was my way. So if you enjoy this journey together, please like and subscribe. Please give me a comment and help me build this journey. If you find this process helpful for you, please invite someone else who also needs to hear this, who needs to be supported, who needs to have a tribe, who needs to fly together. Because there is something about us doing it together. And I'm not saying that I'm further ahead of anyone. I'm just saying that I've spent a long time doing it. And this is also me doing this together with you. So we are all on our same journey. So to me, that's really powerful. And that means a lot. And it's a huge part of why I'm doing this. So thank you so much. There is a free Telegram group for those who want to continue the conversation. So for you guys who are in the Telegram group, I haven't been very active the last couple of days, and this is why. And I'll look forward to see you in there when I come back. So have a good day and take care of yourselves and your loved ones. And I'm sending you lots of love. Ciao.